Narelle summers, be kind to your mind. On Smile Radio.
Hello, I'm Narelle Summers, emotional wellbeing coach and speaker. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening if you're listening to this on catch up. Do you want to feel relaxed? Do you want to feel calm? Do you want to feel more positive and happier? Then if the answer is yes to any of those questions, stay tuned because I'm going to be sharing some tips and techniques on to give to you to have a better quality of life. Now, as always, I'm joined in the studio by Richard. How are you doing today, Richard?
Great to be alive.
Oh, bless him. I mean, I absolutely love that phrase. But the thing is, Richard is a little bit under the weather and he's had a lot of technical problems this morning. But do you know what? We are here and we are live.
Yeah, we got through it. We got through it.
Richard has actually been on the top of the studio trying to get a lead back to his house so we can actually be live this morning. You're a superstar, Richard.
Oh, stop it. You're going to make me blush.
If you're listening to this on Facebook and you can see the Facebook Live, it would be fantastic if you could like it or love it or share it, because the whole purpose of this programme is to actually share as many tips and techniques as I possibly can for you to have a better quality of life. So it would be great if you could share this. So we're going to kick off with the song from Kieran Doyle, and it's called Why Do I Care?
I never thought I'd feel this way. I've waited for this tide 1,000 times. I got so close, but the waves fell through my hand. And now there's not a trace of my tears left on the sand. Like a leaf on the wind, I was high then low. I was caught in a storm and out of control. And why did I care what they know? Invading my mind and taking my soul. Climbed this mountain before I knew how to fly. I've crashed and burned so many times before. For so many years, drying tears from my eyes. I should have learned how to walk before getting so high. And like a leaf on the wind, I was high then low. I was caught in a storm and out of control. And why did I care what they know? Invading my mind and taking my soul. my feet on the ground, I've started to soar. My head's in the clouds and I'm high for sure. I've shattered my fears and I look to the skies. With the years in my eyes, I'm ready to fly. Like a leaf on the wind, I was high then low. I was caught in a storm and out of control. Now I just don't care what they know, not invading my mind or taking my soul. No, I just don't care what they know, not invading my mind or taking my soul.
Narelle summers, be kind to your mind. On Smile Radio.
So that was Kieran Doyle. Go and check Kieran Doyle music out on YouTube. There's lots of other fantastic songs that he's actually recorded. He's also playing today between 5 and 6 in the TP in the courtyard at Lawrence Batley. So go and check him out live. Also in the TP in the courtyard at Lawrence Batley tomorrow between 11 and 12, I'll be speaking. Blitz that stress. Again, sharing tips and techniques on how to have a better quality of life. And if you are watching on Facebook, please feel free to make any comments or ask any questions. Or if you're listening to us on the app or on the internet, email richard@smileradio.co and we'll pick up the questions on there and I can answer them live if you're listening to this live. If not, I'll answer them later on. Richard forwards them to me, or I can have a look on Facebook later on and answer the questions or the comments. So, mental health and stress and anxiety is on the increase, unfortunately, especially here in the UK. People are having to take time off work, people are burning out, people are not looking after themselves. People may be turning to food or alcohol or smoking to actually escape from that stress and that anxiety. People sometimes don't know how to look after themselves. But when would now be a good time to start looking after yourself? When would now be a good time to start researching some techniques on how to deal with that stress and anxiety? When would now be a good time? You are responsible for you. Nobody else. You're with yourself 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Only you know how you feel. And it is really important to look after yourself. And sometimes people don't realise that stress and that anxiety that they're carrying around can actually weigh you down so much. Now, there was a professor in America held up a glass of water in front of the students. And they said the professor said to the students, "How heavy do you think this glass of water is?" So the students were like, 5 ounce, 10 ounce, 15, 20. And the thing is that it doesn't matter how much that glass of water actually does weigh, because over time, the weight of that water will actually start to hurt you. Your arm will start to get tired. So at the beginning, you'd be able to hold that glass of water with no problem. But then an hour later, as I said, your arm will start to ache. You'll start to feel tired. So it doesn't matter how much that weighs. It's the length of time that you are holding that glass of water. And over time, it'll start to feel heavier and heavier and heavier. And the thing is that you need to put that glass of water down. You need to have a rest. And that's exactly what it is in real life. We need to rest our bodies and our minds properly, because that stress and that anxiety can weigh you down, and it can be so heavy. People sometimes don't realise how heavy their stress and anxiety is. I see clients who come to me who look physically grey, look like they've got the weight on their shoulders, and by the end of the sessions, the colour has come back to their faces. They look like they're Mary Poppins. They're about to float off. So sometimes people don't realise the weight of the stress and the anxiety. So remember to put that weight, put that glass down. There's something, when people are stressed and anxious, that they might still think that they've got to do things, got to go to places or see people. There's this thing called FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. It's the perception that other people are having fun or leading a better life than them or experiencing better things. So they make decisions on FOMO, the fear of missing out. You could feel very stressed or very anxious, and you feel, oh, I need to go to that birthday party. I need to go, to meet friends at that restaurant. Or I need to go on that trip, because they've got the fear of missing out. They've got FOMO. And that just really adds to the stresses and the anxiety. And what people do when they do have that FOMO, they do start comparing themselves with other people's lives, Oh, they're having a better time than me. Oh, they've gone there. Oh, I need to do the same. Stop comparing yourself. You're on your own journey. Everyone is unique. And the fear of FOMO can really generate those negative feelings inside of you. The resentment, the jealousy, the frustration. And that really can eat away at you. Stop spending time and effort and focus on other people's lives, and spend that time and focus and effort on your life. The life that you want to lead. Do what is right for you. And I think FOMO is enhanced by social media. People can go and look at people's posts and videos of what they've done, their adventures, where they've been, and they think, oh, I need to do the same. Stop comparing yourself. Also, you need to clean up your social media. So many people spend so much time on social media. And it is great. It's a great source of, information. But there's also negative information out there. And you can really spend too much time. It's great for businesses. It's great for, Smile Radio, Smile Bar and Venue, to post the lives. It's great to do that. But the thing is, if you're following negative people or people who are putting negative posts up all the time, unfollow them, unfriend them, block them. You don't need that in your life. You don't need that negativity. Only follow and be friends with people who post positive things, who are going to support you. So clean up your social media and only be with people who are, you know, positive and supportive. Now, the opposite of FOMO is JOMO. Have you heard of that, Richard?
No, I've not heard of that.
JOMO is me to a T.
Well, what's that then?
The joy of missing out.
Oh,
Being satisfied about staying in and disconnecting from social media and disconnecting from the world for self-care. Oh, I mean, yeah. I love switching off. I actually, if I'm not working, or I'd switch my phone off at night or switch my phone off at the weekends.
right.
I love it.
I can't.
Need to change your language, Richard. You can.
Yeah, but it's difficult when a lot of my stuff is weekends and stuff. But
Yeah, absolutely. But I can switch it off during the week for an hour, maybe.
Yeah.
I love it. I love getting in and just, or if I'm working from home, switching everything off and just disconnecting and doing some meditation. And, you know, it's such a great feeling. And just have a go. You know, switch your phone off for an hour and feel how liberating it is. You know, and I know a lot of people use their phones for alarms, but you can switch it off to airplane mode and it can still work.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm quite old fashioned. I still
Do
have.
not disturb. You can set it.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not down with the kids.
Neither am
I went to an event yesterday and somebody showed me how to QR scan, is it?
Yeah.
Your LinkedIn profile to somebody else. I was amazed.
Shazam. Could you levitate as well?
Yeah, if I have any problems with social media and things, I turn to my nieces. But yeah, you know, have a go. Just switch off and have a go at cleaning up your social media, because you will feel better. Because you know, as I said, unfollow, unfriend, block, have a break from social media, switch off, go outside or do some meditation. Have a go at switching off from social media, because it can be dangerous, and I know it can. I can sometimes go on my phone to send a message on WhatsApp or a message on my phone, and 2 seconds later I'm on Facebook. It's a habit. It's a habit, and once you're in social media, then it's like going down a rabbit hole. Most of my social medias now, I've turned off notifications, so I don't get them. So, you know, I will only go in when I need to go in. So if somebody posts something, I don't get it until I go into my social media. Anyway, let's play another song, and this song is actually called Smile, and it's by Joe Thika Spencer, and it's a beautiful, beautiful version.
to see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. If you just smile.
Are we back? Are we live? Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, we were just chatting in the break, and then Richard went, "You're on." Oh,
At least you know what it's like.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And you know, things happen, don't they? Like this morning when you had to, you know, get the cable from the studio to the house. Yeah. Oh, and that just reminds me. You know, I think as adults, you know, we lose the ability to laugh about things, don't we, Richard?
Yeah.
And have fun. I mean, I love laughing. And actually, in lockdown, lockdown 3, I actually did a laughter yoga course because I thought I want something fun to do. So I went and did it. You know, there's so many benefits of laughter. So I'm going to just run through a few things now. So benefits. B is for blood. So your circulation is improved and the heart pumps faster, like you do in exercise, you know. So it kicks in. E is for endorphins that are released that make you feel happy. You know, I love the fact when somebody makes me laugh and I get stomach ache and I'm doubled over. I love it. Or laughing with crying with laughter. I just love it. N is for your nervous systems. It makes you feel relaxed and calm afterwards. E is for emotions. You know, you start to feel different about things. You start to be able to cope with things that you couldn't do before. F is for fun. As I said, you know, as adults, I think we lose our inner child, our playful side of us. You know, it's time to embrace that. Go out and have fun. You know, I is for the immune system. It lowers stress and boosts our immune system. T is for thoughts. Our thoughts change to positive ones. You know, you'll find the solution to your problems. You know, S is for stress. It reduces that stress hormone, which is cortisol, in your body. I just love it. Laugh more. That's my message for today. If you can take away anything, laugh more. And it's really, really important that, you know, you surround yourself with people who make you laugh. You know, there's two types of people in our lives. People who have red flags and people who have green flags. You know, the red flags are the people who are the draggers, the drainers, the mood hooverers. You know, Richard smiling there. Did that trigger something for you, Richard?
Mood hooverers.
Mood hooverers, yeah. So mood hooverers, Richard, are people that can walk into a room and without saying anything, make you go, oh. and you know their energy is so negative and flat that it actually affects you. Do you know that? Do you know any mood hooverers, Richard?
I can't think off the top of my head, but it's just a mood hooverer.
Mood hooverers, you know, they suck out that positivity and happiness from the room. And as I said, you know, people can walk into that room and they don't even have to open their mouths, and they've changed how you feel. They've actually changed the energy in the room. You know, also there's people who are always negative. They've always got, you know, negative things to say about themselves, other people, always. You know, people who've always got a problem. And even if you give them a solution, no, it won't work. Because they need to keep hold of that problem, because they need to whinge about it and moan about it. So they're the draggers and the drainers and the mood hooverers. Now they're red flags, you know. Step away from those people, because they're going to really affect you. They're going to affect your mood, you know. People who, you know, step over their boundaries, you know, people who don't communicate properly with you, or the lack of communication, or only communicate with you when they want something. I think, oh yeah, Richard's nodding his head again. Do you know those kind of people, Richard?
I do, yeah. Yeah, I'm not mentioning any names, but yeah, there's individuals who, you know, the only time the name comes up on the phone and think, right, what do they want? That's the first thing you think, right, no, how are you? How are things?
Oh yeah.
Oh, have you
got this, or can you do that
just,
for? Yeah, absolutely. You know, people who don't support your goals, people who put you down about your goals, you know, people who only listen to reply, to get their little story in, to tell you about their problems. So people who only listen to reply, they're not interested in what you're saying. People who judge you, people who lie to you. And we've already talked about this morning as well. People who are flaky. We all know flaky friends. We all know people who are flaky.
One of my pet peeves is if I say to you, I will do something.
Oh yeah.
I will do it.
Yeah.
And one of my pet peeves is some people who say, oh, yeah, if you need this or I do that, I'll, you know, just let me know, or I'll do that for you. And then you never hear from them and then they don't do it. I can't. And it's not about money or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not going to do it, don't say it.
Yeah.
Just don't offer your don't say it. It just drives me mad.
Just say no, you know.
Zamo. Just like Zamo at Granger. Just say no.
Our listeners, some of our listeners may not know what Zamo is.
Google it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we in the UK when we were growing up, because we're of an age. Grange Hill used to be a very popular TV programme for teenagers. Yeah. In the UK. So yeah, our international listeners or people who are different ages to us may not know what Grange Hill is for. But yeah, I know for a fact if I ask Richard to do something, I know it's going to get done. You know, because that's the kind of people we are.
And the same principle, and if I can't, I'll say it.
Oh yeah, you'll say, no, I can't do that, Narelle. Yeah, and so you know where you stand.
If I don't want to do it, I'll say so as well.
But the thing is, be honest.
Yep.
You know, at least people know where they stand with you, Richard. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're the people who've got the red flags. But then people who've got green flags, you know, they're the people who celebrate your wins with you, you know, who will acknowledge the hard work that you've gone through and appreciate that. You know, we were talking this morning about people sharing posts and people supporting our work. You know, it's important to us. You know, we're self-employed, we're running our own businesses, and it's great when people share posts and celebrate our wins in life, you know. And they're the kind of people that you want to be around. You know, also, you know, people who respect our boundaries, you know, don't ask us to do the impossible, or, you know, might get annoyed with us if we do say no, or we don't have time. I've got lots of friends who go, Narelle, I'm not going to do that because I don't feel great, or I don't have time to do that. And I respect that. That, you know, we've just said, be honest. I'd rather somebody be honest to me than lie. I respect that. If you can't do it, just say it.
Yeah.
You know, people who are going to energize you. You know, I was talking yesterday about a friend of ours who, you know, his energy it's contagious. You know, he's so bubbly and so positive. When you're with him, you're so bubbly and you're so positive. You know, be around those people who are going to fuel you. You know, also people who are going to listen to you. Listen to you without any judgment. Listen to you and your stories. End of. Going to listen to you full stop. Not, as I said before, listen, so, oh yeah, but have you heard what I'm doing? You know, no. What I tend to do when I'm, and this is in social situations or networking situations, I listen to people. And there's been times when I've listened to people and gone away and thought, oh, they never asked me any questions. They don't know anything about me. And they've actually turned into clients because they've obviously gone away and Googled me or asked other people about my work. It's about being in that present moment and listening to that person. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
And, you know, not wanting to butt in and tell your side of the story, or I've been to, you know, networking events where people have not come up for breath telling me about their business. And then it's the end of that, I don't know, 5 minute or whatever. And I've thought to myself, I haven't had a chance to say anything to me. I think, you know, it's selfish. And I've got another friend who, you know, we discuss things. Conversations are a two-way thing. You know, it's about, you know, 50-50. It's a two-way thing. And sometimes, you know, with friends, it might, you know, you might have to be there for them 100%. That conversation might just be about them for that time. And then later on, you know, so it's about about judging the time, judging what that person wants from you in front of them. And also, it's about people with red flags, allowing you to be you. And not, you know, not wanting to change you, not say, oh, no, don't say that, Narelle. Oh, no, you should, no, you know, because they're actually, you know, what's the word I'm looking for now? That they're putting restrictions around you. And basically, you know, putting you in a box and telling you to be quiet, really. You know, people who, as I said, support your goals, you know, and your achievements. People who make you feel safe, you know, be with them for whatever reason. People who are reliable. You know, as you said, Richard, people, you know, if you're going to do something, do it. And if, you know, and if you can't do it, then it's okay to let people know and say, look, I can't do that. That's all right. It's respect, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, and people who are genuinely interested in your life. So this is a great exercise to do, really. Have a look at your friendships. Have a look at your colleagues, you know. Have a look at people in your family as well. People who you are surrounded with. Who are the green flags? Who are the red flags? And the people who, red flags, spend as little time with them as possible. And the green flags, spend more time with people who are the green flags. People who are going to lift you up. People who are going to support you. People who are going to be positive. Be around those people.
100%.
Bless. Are you all right, Richard?
I am. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, bless him. He
I'll get through it. I'm a gladiator. I'll get through. I made it through the night. I'm all right.
Bless him. Richard was at Smile Bar and Venue last night and didn't get to bed till 1:45 this morning, and then was on the roof of the studio before I arrived.
Well, it's just making sure my whole purpose in life is to make sure that you're happy, Narelle.
Oh, bless you, bless you. Right, let's play another song. And this is called Pride by Paul Rose.
Your conscience decide. Well, you may take my freedom, but you'll not take my pride. It's a long way down the river, but I will find my own way home. When there's a message left to deliver, I know I won't make it alone. When the darkness comes, I can move into the light. And when the sun is at its highest,
We're live. I was waiting for my little jingle, Richard.
It's played. Couldn't you hear it? I've muted you on yours. Sorry.
That's all right, Richard.
Hang
it's
on,
all
hang
right.
on. Here we play. So it's just put us 14 seconds behind schedule. So
Got to play my little jingle.
so I did play it, but I didn't realise I'd got it on mute. I apologise.
Oh no, it's all right. Yeah, and my little jingle.
One job.
Yeah, and my little jingle, "Be Kind to Your Mind," is sung by Alison George, and it's actually her birthday today. So happy birthday, Alison! And I love my little jingle. So we're back. I'm Narelle Summers, emotional wellbeing coach and speaker, back talking about things that you can put in place to have a better quality of life, to blitz that stress and be kind to your mind and make you feel more relaxed and more calm and more positive and more happy about your life. Now, what is your bedtime routine like? Oh, you see, as soon as I said that, then I was being serious, Richard.
So was I. You get your red bush, don't you?
That's in the morning.
Oh, it's not the morning. For those who don't know, red bush is Narelle's tea.
Yeah, it can't have red bush tea on a night time, even though it's naturally decaffeinated.
All right.
No,
Oh, it's a morning one.
it's a morning. It's morning is my red bush tea. Thank you.
No.
No, don't go there, Richard. Good sleep hygiene. It's really, really important to make sure that you have a good night's sleep. Because you want to wake up in the morning feeling refreshed and feeling like you have the energy to take on that day. And the thing is, if you're feeling tired, the stress and anxiety will actually feel worse. So it's really important to have a look at your bedtime routine and sleep hygiene. You know, and also I'm not going to spout about how many hours you should have a night, because I actually think that it's up to the individual. And I think they say about 8 hours, do they? Is the recommended?
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't get 8 hours last night, bless you. I think, because some people can actually function okay with 6 hours. So there's no point in them sleeping for the 8 hours. So it's whatever's right for you, whatever the amount is for you, and you will know what it is. You'll know what time you need to go to bed. And you'll know what time you need to get up in the morning. If you're an 8-hour person, a 9-hour person, 7, 6, it's whatever is right for you. And the thing is that you need to get into a pattern, a sleep pattern. And, and things that can help you with sleep hygiene is no electrical goods in the bedroom. Now, a lot of people have televisions in their bedroom. A lot of people may charge their phone in the bedroom. Also, people might use, when they're in bed, the television or the laptop or the tablet. And when you're doing that, if you're watching television in bed or you're watching something on your computer or tablet or your phone, then you're actually stimulating your mind. Now, a lot of people may have heard of the blue light glasses. They are glasses that actually block the blue light that stimulates the brain. I actually have blue light lockers glasses when I'm look at Richard's face when I'm working on my laptop.
Okay.
Yeah. It's so that
So you don't get the glare and stuff.
I don't get the glare, but I don't get the stimulation because sometimes when I'm working with clients, all my clients are online. So I'm on Zoom a lot of the time. So I have the blockers. So I'm not actually stimulating my mind. And they also say don't read in bed as well. I know a lot of people, and especially now, people do read Kindles. Again, you're stimulating the mind. But when you're just reading a book in bed, you're stimulating your mind because you're taking that information in. Also, this is a one for you, Richard, as well.
Go on.
Don't eat late at night.
I were eating at, I don't know, what time were it? About 1:30 this morning. Or having my tea.
Having your tea, 1:30 at night. Okay. So it's important to, have a cut-off time. And whether that is, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, or, it is important to have a cut-off time with food. Because you need to give your body time to digest it. Because, for a few reasons. If you're going to bed on a full stomach, it's quite hard to drop off to sleep.
That's the other thing. I'm one of them annoying people.
Oh, can just drop off to sleep straight away.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a gift. It really annoys Marie. It really annoys her because we can be actually in the middle of a conversation and I'll be laid there and I can feel my eyes getting heavy and next thing I know, it's morning.
And you're in the middle of a conversation?
Yeah. I can be sat there and because it's something like if I might just stroke her hair or whatever and she goes, and I can feel your hand getting heavier and it's just like it just stops and it's rested on me and you've gone. Yeah, honestly.
Oh wow, that is a gift.
Yeah, I don't have any problems at all sleep. I've never have. I've always been. And I used when I was younger, like 6 o'clock. If I'm like even at work, if at the bar. Like 6 o'clock, if I'm just sat there, I could literally just have a little 10-minute power nap, and I'm recharged. I'm good to go again. Yeah.
What? Go upstairs and have a little cat nap.
It's very rare it happens, but I've been known to just if I'm a bit tired, I'll just go and have a little 10 minutes, and I'm literally 10-15 minutes, and I'm recharged.
But do you wake yourself up after 10 minutes or 15?
I just have a little nap, and then I wake up, and then I go. Yeah, I'm back at it.
You see, if I had an afternoon kip like that for about 10, you wouldn't see.
It doesn't happen a lot, but
yeah.
I can easy. Yeah.
I'd be asleep for 2 hours.
No, I can just 10-15 minutes, and I'm just a little recharge. Just plug my sen in.
Oh.
Yeah, it annoys Marie.
Yeah.
Massively. Anyway, sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, going back to it. So it's important that the majority of people need a cut-off time for food because, you need to give time to your body to digest that food. And also, back in the day, years and years ago, if I ate a meal really later on, my stomach would feel so heavy. I wouldn't be able to sleep because my stomach was so heavy. And probably too much information, but I sleep on my side. But if I moved to my side, my stomach would feel so heavy with food, I'd have to go back on back. So it's really important to have a cut-off time for food, but also a cut-off time for liquids as well.
Yeah, you don't want to be I'm getting at that age where you have to get up.
At middle of night.
Well, about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, yeah.
And that goes for not just alcoholic drinks, but soft drinks as well, or teas or whatever. So have a cut-off point for that, because you don't want to be getting up in the middle of the night. No. You don't want to be stimulating yourself as well with alcohol or fizzy drinks and things. So have a cut-off time, because if you do need to have some liquids, maybe some water just before bedtime or whatever, you don't want to be stimulating yourself because that will keep you awake. Obviously, alcohol will keep you awake. People think that alcohol relaxes.
You don't sleep as well, do you, when you've had a few?
No. Well, yeah. I mean,
you don't drink anymore.
I
do you?
haven't had alcohol for about 8.5 years. I'm coming up to my 9th anniversary in the summer.
Well,
So yeah, sometimes people who are stressed think that drinking a glass or a couple of glasses of wine or whatever on a night time will relax you and help you sleep, and it's actually the opposite. And also, alcohol is
dehydrates you as well.
it dehydrates you. It doesn't make you feel great as well. Yeah, so you can wake up obviously in the mornings. People have hangovers and things. So you do need to have a cut-off time. Have a cut-off time for alcohol, a cut-off time if you drink anything that's caffeinated, and then just turn to other. If you need any liquids later on, turn to water or whatever is best for you. Also, be careful about what you watch late at night. I know people, the last thing they watch is the news. You're feeding your mind with that negativity. Also, horror films before bedtime. Have a look at what you're actually watching before bedtime. You want something that's going to relax you before bed, not send you off to bed thinking about what's going to happen in the world. Yeah, or horror movies and things. So it's all about good sleep hygiene. So have a look at the programs that you're watching just before bedtime as well. Also, have a cut-off time on your phone. And we've talked about this, either turn it off, turn it on aeroplane mode, or turn it on, you said do not disturb, is it? Do not disturb mode. I mean, I don't know. I mean, is that on your, I don't know.
Yeah,
It'll be on my phone, yeah.
I'll show you after the show.
You need to think about things that are going to stimulate your mind and stay away from those things. Maybe an hour before you go to bed. So you're preparing your mind and your body to calm down and relax. Because, being on your phone, again, has the blue light. You can go down a rabbit warren, and spend too much time. You're stimulating your mind. You might see something that you don't want to see on social media just before you go into bed. So have a look at the habits that you've got. Also, if you live somewhere noisy, or you have a noisy partner who snores. You see, Richard's just put his hand up again.
Allegedly, I snore.
Allegedly.
I've never heard it.
He's never heard it.
Sometimes she wakes me up and I say, well, we're both awake now, aren't we? How selfish is that? Just kidding. Get some earplugs. I've actually got some industrial earplugs that I have when, because hotels can be really busy, can't they? Yeah.
And especially if you're going away on a weekend, they're in and out. Although my industrial earplugs didn't work last year when I was at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
Oh.
Because every door was a fire door.
Bang.
Yes. So when people were coming in at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, bang, 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 bang. I mean, if you know that the fire doors, be careful. Don't let them bang.
Yeah.
That's anyway. So they didn't work, but the majority of time they do work. They do work in hotels and things. Anyway, also blackout curtains, and eye masks to prevent the light coming in on a morning, especially now because the sun. I don't know. The sun's. I heard the birds chirping the other day, and I think it was 25 minutes past 5, and it was light. So again, get things that are going to help you with your sleep, and whether that's earplugs or eye mask. I've never actually slept with an eye mask. Have you?
No.
I'm not quite. I'm not quite sure, but I know people do, and you know, and the whole idea of, you know, of this radio program, the whole idea of my keynote is to, you know, suggest so many things, because one thing won't suit everybody, and it's just giving you a flavour of things that you can do to have a better quality of life. And yeah, so have a look at the things that you can improve on a night time for you. But it's coming to the end of the show, Richard.
Well, where's that hour gone?
I mean, it does go like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love doing my little radio program.
So how can people get in touch with you? then, Narelle?
Yes, precisely. So you can email me at hello@narellesummers.co.uk, or send an email to Richard at richard@smileradio.co. Or I've got a Facebook group. It's called Wellness. Well, sorry, it's called Oh,
Put your teeth in,
wow!
love, come
Put
on.
my teeth in. Well-being, happiness, positivity, motivational, and boosting confidence. I'm also on Instagram, Narelle Summers. And, you know, if you do know somebody who's wanting a well-being speaker for their organisation or their event, then please do contact me. You know, as I said before, my keynote is I share maybe about 8 or 9 different techniques on how to reduce that stress and anxiety, to make you feel more relaxed and calm. So please do, pass on my details, you know, because unfortunately stress and anxiety, as I said at the beginning of the show, is on the increase here in the UK. You know, I can do live events, I can do speaking events on Zoom. You know, well-being is a personal necessity, and it's also a business necessity. And as I said, I will be in the TP at Lawrence Batley Theatre Courtyard tomorrow between 11 and 12. So do pop in and see me live. It'd be great to see you there. And as always, thank you so much to Richard for producing this programme, and especially with all the technical difficulties you had this morning. Bless you.
We got there.
So we're going to play the song again that we opened the show with, Why Do I Care by Kieran Doyle. Thank you very much for listening.
Yeah, and don't forget, if you've missed this show or any other show, you can go to our website, www.smileradio.co/on-demand. And on another note, if you're not doing anything tonight, we have the Wild Boys Ultimate Live 80s Band at Smile Bar and Venue in Huddersfield. And again, next weekend, we have Stephanie Hurst, the Belters Live. And if you go on our website or go on Facebook and do a share, there's a possibility of winning 4 tickets. Ooh. So get yourself down, Smile Bar and Venue in Huddersfield. And again, Narelle, always a pleasure, never a chore. Look after yourself, have a great weekend, and don't forget, be kind to your mind. Take care, see you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Tears left on the sand, and like a leaf on the wind, I was high then low. I was caught in a storm and out of control. And why did I care what they know? In vain